Hey y'all, it's Leslie with Phat Phlossing. Welcome back to the crazy here. Today is Monday, December, I think it's the 23rd. It's the day before Christmas Eve, so that makes it the 23rd, right? Y'all will have to excuse me. I've got a bad case of the stupid tired. Beauty has still not had her kittens, so I've been up every hour on the hour for the last week and a half. And again, I've got the stupid tired. So we're going to the vet in the morning. If she hasn't had them by then, she'll have a C-section. So y'all cross your fingers that my sweet girl pops out these babies today. Please, Lord, because I don't want to deal with the C-section. And anyway, just say a little prayer for Beauty and her babies. Excuse me while I adjust this a little bit because it's kind of cattywampus. Anyway, I'm back in a week. Who knew? It is possible. I think it's a week. It's around a week. Again, stupid tired. Welcome back, everybody. I'm glad y'all here, whether it's your first time or you've been an official crazy person for a while. I'm just glad to have you here to visit with me, and hope you enjoyed talking about cross stitch with me. And Merry Christmas. It's going to be Jesus' birthday in 2 days. So I'm excited about that. I love this time of year. I love the spirit of giving. And I firmly believe that Christmas is not about the mercantile portion of it. It's always fun to get gifts. It's a lot. I really enjoy giving gifts. We're having a very quiet Christmas this year. It'll be just us and our in-laws. I'm going to make a ham and a few side dishes, and we're not even going to exchange gifts. We're have just decided that being with each other is a gift in and of itself. I did have to send some goodies to my grandson, but that was about it. But we're just looking forward for a quiet Christmas and celebrating this time of year and enjoying the gift of family life. So anyway, Merry Christmas to y'all. I hope you have a blessed day. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm just scattered as heck. Anyway, I had a big finish. Y'all know I have been working on, for the past year now, Little Sheep Virtues. And I had purchased a couple of these patterns myself, but through the generosity of a lot of folks here on FlossTube, y'all sent me the ones that I didn't have. So these are the Little Sheep Virtues patterns, and I'm not going to pull them all out. They're all from Little House Needleworks. They've been out for, I'm guessing, around 5 years or so. I don't know if I can see a copyright date on any of them, but they've been out for a while. They are still available. And then when I show you in a minute, you'll see that the center pattern is a Country Cottage Needleworks pattern. I've had a lot of people message me and ask me about this one. This is Sheep in the Meadow from Country Cottage Needleworks. And there is a layout for melding this with the Little Sheep Virtues pattern, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But I started this a little over a year ago because I had just started it when Steve went into the hospital. And I got most of that center panel and then the Faith panel down here stitched last year when he was so sick. And then I kind of plodded along, averaging one a month until I got to around August. And then in August or so, I just got committed to other things. You know how we get distracted? Ooh, shiny, and you want to do the new thing? That's me. I always want to do the new thing. So I had put it away, and I really didn't think I was going to get a finish this year. And then I wanted to stitch. I was itching for a new start on something, and I thought, well, that's just silly because you've got other starts planned. So let's start these ones that you have left. And so I started, where is it? This end, Joyfulness. And when I finished that one, I realized that I only had 3 more panels to go: Gratitude, Wisdom, and Friendship. And I thought, this is silly. Those only take you about 2 or 3 days to stitch. Just get it done. And so I did. And so I am super, super happy with my finish. This is, I believe, 36 count hand-dyed happiness from, no, 36 count honey from Hand Dyed Happiness, and she has a shop on Etsy. It's basically 0 of the called for colors. I just pulled out a big old wad of Victorian Motto floss, and that's what I've used. I kind of looked at the pictures on the patterns for a lot of it and said, oh, okay, that looks like that they should be close. But I also substituted a lot of things, like this house was not blue. That house was not red. I did change a lot of the colors. I'm not a big brown person, so I took out a lot of the browns and the kind of quieter tones and made it a little bit more colorful. I am very, very happy with how it came out. I did use a couple of specialty fibers. The sheep in the center here are stitched with Whisper. I need to get my little Whisper comb out and fuzz them up a little bit more. And I still need to put the buttons on. I haven't put the buttons on yet. And then down here, the Christmas sheep, I wanted something sparkly. So I used a gold metallic on that snowflake in that sheep. And that's not Krynic. I hate Krynic with a bloody purple passion. As far as I'm concerned, basically all metallic threads are the handwork of the devil. I don't like metallics. And I'm trying to think. I can't find the spool of it right now. But that is a metallic from Sulky. And it gave me great coverage. That's 2 strands. Great coverage on the 36 count with 2 strands. I usually only stitch with 1 on 36, but I wanted the sparkle to show up. So I did use 2 strands on that, and I think it came out real well. And this frayed less and twisted less than a lot of the other metallics seem to, so I'm real happy with it. And like I said, once I got that done, I just decided I needed to power through. So within the last week or so, I finished Gratitude, Wisdom, and Friendship. And again, super happy with the whole thing. This is not my layout pattern. Somebody was gracious enough to share this layout with me. I had seen Nell from Little Yellow House Crafts, I think. I haven't seen a FlossTube from her in a long time, but she used to do them pretty regularly. But anyway, I had seen her use this layout, and I fell in love with it and put a question out on Instagram, and somebody was kind enough to share the layout pattern for this with me. The layout pattern was designed by Phat Carson. If any of you are interested in that and want to have it, if you will email me, I am happy to pass those patterns, that layout pattern, along to you, because somebody was kind enough to pass it along to me. So, and my email will be in the drop down when I get the drop down done, or you can go back to an older video and it'll be in there. I will at some point, once I get all the buttons on and everything, be giving those patterns away. I have a couple of them that need to go back to the people that sent them to me because they just loaned them to me. But the ones that folks either gave to me or that I purchased, I will be doing a giveaway for those sometime in the near future. But I'm really happy with how that came out, and I'm glad to have it done. That's I'm going to count it for 13 finishes because there's 12 of those little patterns and then the center one. So yay me, 13 finishes. And then this was More Kindness. And again, it was right at a year ago because it was when Steve was in the hospital. I went to my mailbox and I had mentioned that this was something I wanted to stitch, but my budget wasn't stretching to stitch it because there are 12 of these and I think they sell for $10 or $12 a pop. And y'all, I just can't bring myself to spend $120 on a pattern. I just can't do it. But Cathie West was so gracious. She sent me all 12 of the patterns for SamSarah's The Flock. And there's just a little black and white drawing of it here on the front. There's no picture of how the whole thing looks stitched up, but it is so cute and it's colorful and, you know, kind of colors I like and everything. But the reason I love it is what it says. And it says, "Faith is the bird that feels the light when dawn is still dark," which is a quote from, I'm going to grossly mispronounce this, Rabindranath Tagore, a Bengali Nobel Prize winner from the early 20th century. And I love that quote. I think it defines what faith is, believing without having to see, knowing that it's there. So I have started this week. And I am almost finished with part 1. I need to finish filling in the bird and give him a little beak here. And then he's got some legs that are just long stitches. All the birds have long stitch legs. And I'm not going to do those to the very last thing because long stitches like that, I'm clumsy and klutzy and I have cats and they're just likely to get snagged and pulled. So I'll do all those long stitch bird legs the very last thing. But I hopefully will get this finished up tonight and start part 2. And this is 36 count petunia from I'm sorry, y'all, I'm having an absolute brain spell. It's not a Picture This Plus. It's Color and Cotton. Picture This Plus petunia, and it's a very pretty, that's a little brighter than what it actually is. That's pretty close. It's just a very pretty medium pink color. I kitted this up in a combination of, I used Color and Cotton where I had the Color and Cotton flosses that I thought would work. And where I didn't, I substituted some DMC. I've got some Weeks in here. I've got some Ship's Manor. Just, again, whatever I thought would work. I just picked a color palette that I liked. And I'm really looking forward to working on that again. This is the second or third SamSarah that I've done, and I really, really enjoyed the others. So looking forward to working on this also. So that's pretty much my plan, I think, for this next week. Now, you know, I say I have a plan, and then I'll see something shiny and be distracted, but that's pretty much my plan for the next week. I didn't work on any other whips. I've been really boring. I've been really tired is what it is, but really boring. But I do have a plan, and y'all, I'll show you. This is my pattern, and then I have my working copy here. I spent this morning kitting up Night Walked Down from the Blue Flower. And I'm going to stitch this in silk. Oh, y'all, excuse me, my nose itches. This is going to be my New Year's start. And I spent this morning kitting it up, and I've kitted it up in silks. And they're just a conglomeration of, let's see, Silks for You, NPI, Krynic, Carrie's Creation, Classic Colorworks, Belsois, Silken Colors, more Silks for You, more Belsois, even a Mrs. Sadis. So I've got quite a plethora of silks here. And I have changed some of the colors to better suit what my personal color preferences are. And then I have 2 fabrics. This is the Call For fabric, which is 36 count Shrinking Violet. Actually, I think it was on a 40 count, but I like to stitch on 36. But this is Shrinking Violet from Kitten Stitcher, Teresa Vanette. And I believe it's available on her site. It's showing up a little bit lighter there than what it is. It's more of a medium violet color. And it's blowing out. And then I have also, this is 36 count Jamie's Kilt from Hand Dyed by Stephanie. Hand Dyed Fabrics by Steph'sFabrics.com. I got this at the Shepherd's Needle in Little Rock. I think it's beautiful. It's got a lot of color in it, but it's very subtle colors. It's highly modeled. There are pinks and lavenders and blues and grays and taupes on kind of a gray background. It's really, really pretty. So I'm trying to decide which one of these I want to do that on. And again, I'm going to start on New Year's Day, so I've got a little time to decide. If y'all would like to comment below and vote your preference, this is the Shrinking Violet. And this is the Jamie's Kilt. And I will tell you that neither one really looks The picture on the front of the pattern shows more of a peachy pink color. So this has been color adjusted based, you know, when she was doing her publishing stuff for setting up the pattern for sale. Those colors are not true. But, and I actually think that I have some, oh, what's it called? Bashful, maybe? There's a picture of this plus color that looks very similar to what this color looks like. It's kind of a peachy pink. And I considered that, but I'm doing something else on that, and I wanted to use something different. So, anyway, vote and tell me if you like the Shrinking Violet or the Jamie's Kilt. And I plan to start this on New Year's Day. And the hashtag is going to be Night Walk Sal. NIGHTWALKSAL. And I would love to have you stitch along. Several folks are going to stitch along. The names escape me right now because I'm brain dead, but we would love to have you guys join in. I think that's all I've got about that. I had a very little bit of haul this week. My Silk of the Month beauties came. She always packages them in these pretty organza bags. These are the November Silks of the Month from Silks for You in Australia. And her club is 5 10-meter skeins of hand-dyed silk for $20, including shipping from Australia. And you can go to her website, which is, I believe, silks4u, just the letter u.com, if you're interested in signing up for that. I assume it is still open. But they're really pretty. I love the colors this month. They're very, very pretty. This one is a little bit lighter lavender. It's not quite as, it's a little bit more periwinkle than what that's showing up. It looks really purple there, but it's more of a periwinkle. But I thought those were just gorgeous colors. Very, very pretty. They look like mermaidy colors to me. So those were my silks this month. I can't wait to add those to my stash. And then I got my last pieces from my Fabric of the Month Club. I have belonged for the last couple of years to a Fabric of the Month Club from Needlecraft Corner, which I think is in Maryland. It's somewhere up that way anyway. And it's Needlecraft Corner. If you just search them on Google, you can find them. And what her club is, it's a fat quarter of fabric. And you get one per month for the first 11 months. And then if you stay in all year round, on the 12th month, you get a second fabric for free. So I got a fat quarter of 36 count Picture This Plus pewter and a fat quarter of Picture This Plus earthen. And you know what? Actually, that earthen looks like what the picture on that Night Walk pattern picture looks like. But I'm going to use the other stuff. Clear as mud? Sure, why not? Okay. That's all my goodies. Right? Yep. Let's talk about giveaways. Before I forget, I talked to Ann at the Shepherd's Needle in Little Rock this morning, and she wants to invite everybody to join her, she calls it Freedom Friday page on Facebook. And the reason she's inviting everybody to join that is she has a whole bunch of stuff that she has gotten from people who, either are no longer stitching for whatever reason, or they've had somebody in their family pass away and brought all the supplies to Ann and said, do you know somebody who can use these? And Ann didn't feel right, reselling stuff a second time. So what she's going to do is weekly, I think every Friday, she said, on that Freedom Friday page, she's going to just randomly pick somebody, I think from the list of folks who are subscribed to that page, and do giveaways for that. And I think it'll be some really cool stuff. So I will link that in the comments below whenever I get back to the computer. So y'all think about joining that. Ann is also starting on Christmas Day, and I believe running through New Year's Day, doing a big sale. She's doing 20% off. And I forgot to write down what the sale code is. Anyway, it'll show up on our website, which is shepherdsneedle.com. Phooey, I don't need your help, baby. But thank you for offering. Don't eat the phone. There's going to be a Godzilla walk across the camera here in a minute. Anyway, Ann is doing a big sale, 20% off. I think she said everything but things like roller frames, that kind of stuff is not on sale, but fabrics, flosses, patterns, most accoutrement, all that stuff will be on sale starting on Christmas Day. And you can either call the shop, now they'll be closed on Christmas, but you know, call the shop and order, or you can order through their website. So if you're planning on joining a SAL or have plans for stitching anything in the new year, take advantage of that. 20% off everything is a great sale. Okay, so my giveaways now. Blech. Okay, last year, oh, Lord, y'all, I'm just dang bread. Last week, last episode, last video, whatever, I said I had 3 giveaways. And I did the random comment picker thing this morning, and the winner for the Dasher pattern, which is from Knotted Tree Designs, is Barb Wykes. Barb, if you will email me, lesliehurley@gmail.com, it'll be in the drop down shortly. But if you will email me with your snail mail address, I will get this on the way to you. And then the winner for the bird pattern, which is actually a needle book. This was a freebie that Teresa Vanette was including with orders from Kitten Stitcher. And I did ask her, and she said she was fine with me giving it away to somebody else. And the winner for the bird pattern is Lisa Munchausen. And again, Lisa, if you will email me with your snail mail address, I will get that sent off to you. And then lastly is, there are 12 of these little patterns. It was originally a calendar for 2015. And of course, it's no longer 2015, but the little animals are still really cute. So the winner for this one is Monica Boudreau. So Monica, again, email me with your snail mail address and I will get this sent off to you. I did comment when I was doing the comment picker thing. I went back and commented on y'all's comments. So again, just let me know your address so I can get that sent out. And then that brings me to saying, let me get a sip of water. It brings me to saying, thank you all so much. I mentioned in my last video that I was really close to 3,000 subscribers. And boy, did y'all kick it into gear. Thank you again. I did roll over 3,000 subscribers. I'm well over 3,000 now. I think it's 3,050-ish. Who knows? But I sure appreciate it. When I started this a couple years ago, you could just knock me over with a feather if, again, anybody told me I would have had 30 or 300, much less 3,000. I'm thrilled. I'm flattered. My heart is just warmed by y'all coming back to visit with me about my cross stitch. And I sure do appreciate it. And so to say thank you, I'm going to do another giveaway for hitting that 3,000 subscriber milestone. And the giveaway is going to be similar to others that I've done in the past. I will make you a project bag, and you can choose either the Vana style flip top envelope bag, or you can choose the full, it's cloth on both sides, it does not have vinyl, zipper bag. Whichever one floats your boat, whichever one you like better. They will both fit a full-size pattern, and again, y'all saw how much floss and everything I had for the Little Sheep Virtues. They hold a lot. But let me know, if you win, you'll let me know which style bag you have. And if you have a preference for, if you want a floral or you want an animal pattern or you want Christmas or spring or whatever. I have bunches and bunches of fabrics, and I'll try to match that to something that would appeal to you. That's also going to include, I loved this pattern from Plum Street so much I bought it twice. So this is Cereal Bowl Collection Sampler Lessons, lesson number 4. And it says, be you to others kind and true as you would have others be to you. Those are words to live by, y'all. Just be as kind to other people as what you want folks to be to you. But anyway, I loved it so much I bought it twice. So that giveaway for 3,000 subscribers will include this pattern. It will probably include a couple of other patterns from my stash. It will include a fat quarter of fabric and probably some silks and probably some other little pieces, parts of whatever kind I can find to include and make that a happier giveaway. And please accept all my thanks and my gratitude for getting me to that milestone. I, again, just appreciate y'all so much. I love interacting with you. I love all the comments. I hope you see that I put the like and the heart on them, even if I don't get a chance to reply to all of them. But I appreciate that interaction with you so much. All you have to do to be entered in that giveaway is comment on this video. I'm going to leave this open until February 1st. So we'll have, like, I guess 5 weeks basically, to give folks a chance to comment, because not everybody can watch, you know, like I'm so behind on FlossTube, y'all. I'm so behind. And I want folks that may not be able to watch right this minute to have a chance to catch up and enter. And I hopefully will have another video or two between now and February 1st. We'll see. You never know how that goes. But if I do commenting on subsequent videos, you know, I'll talk about it in those videos also, and that will enter you. I'll aggregate all those and then do the random picker thing. What else? One other thing I wanted to mention, Anne with the Shepherd's Needle posted a new FlossTube on Friday, and she did mention that she has, I think as of Friday, there were 2 more slots open. I'm going to be in Little Rock on Saturday, January 4th. I'll be there at the shop from, I think, 9:30 to 3:30 was her plan. But if you would like to come and sit and visit and stitch, I'd love to have you. I'd love to meet all of you. But just call the Shepherd's Needle there in Little Rock. I will put that contact information below also. And I think your admission to that is a potluck dish. I think we're doing potluck. I don't know what I'm potlucking, but, you know, I have something. I'll bring something. But anyway, I appreciate y'all all coming to watch. I look forward to seeing you again soon. I hope you all have the very merriest of Christmases, enjoying your family, delighting in celebrating the birth of our Lord. And I look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye-bye, y'all. God bless.